Okay, we're recording. Welcome. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Tanya Cottrell, and I'm going to be leading our Zoom tonight, the Path to $500 and beyond. We're going to probably go about 45 minutes. That's usually about how long that this call does. And we do this on our doTERRA team monthly, first Tuesday of every month. And so it is honestly my favorite call of the month, my favorite workshop that we do, my favorite topic. I love to teach people about the products. I love to see amazing stories. Oh my gosh, I've heard a couple this week. I'm sure you have your own stories where people say, I use this and I can't believe how well it worked, and I'm sleeping so much better, or my kid is feeling better. I love that. I love being able to play a part in changing people's lives with essential oils, amazing supplements. It's awesome. But I have really grown to love this aspect too, and that's opening up the option of becoming a wellness advocate to people that might find that it's a good fit for them, and maybe that comes as a surprise. It came as a surprise to me. Didn't think I was looking for something to do different in my life. And it was one of the best things that's ever happened to me. So I love sharing this with people as well, because often we need healing in our lives. We need natural solutions for our health or our family's health, but sometimes we need financial healing in our lives, and we need just a little bit more income to get by, or to cover a cost, or to reach a new goal, to have an opportunity to get ahead. And it really blesses me to see people winning at this as well. I have been with doTERRA, it'll be 13 years this week, actually, 13 years this week. And it's just those years have been filled with seeing people have a real impact with real income. And that's why we're here talking about this tonight. So typically I have a team of wellness advocates co-teaching with me, but tonight you just get me. I was on vacation. I literally rolled into my house at like midnight last night, and I was a little behind the eight ball on getting our co-teaching arranged this month. So I'm just going solo, which is fine. You just get a little bit extra of me tonight. So welcome to the workshop, and have your chat open. That's what I'm going to start us with. Introduce yourself. Tell me where you're coming from. And thank you, and congrats on 13 years. It's just the time has flown by. I appreciate that, Anna. Let me know where you're coming from, or let everyone else know where you're coming from. Have it open though, because I am going to share a resource or two in there, just link wise, and you may want to have it handy. You might want to have something handy to write with as well. Okay, so if you are brand new to taking a look at the wellness advocate option with doTERRA, I want to set your mind at ease right at first, because I can think back to 13 years ago. I was very nervous about having this conversation with people, because I didn't think this was something for me. I was like, I don't do network marketing. I don't do direct sales. I was very, ugh. I thought I was going to get pounced on. I thought I was going to get pressured to do something I felt uncomfortable with. And so I just want to set your mind at ease right now. I love this company. I love this product, and I love to see people join me in what we're doing, because it has been so awesome. But I will never pressure you. We just don't do that. We have a different culture at doTERRA. So just breathe easy. No one's going to try to convince you or drag you into something. This is an informational. I'm going to give you information about what it looks like to be a wellness advocate. What would you be doing? How does it pay? And maybe give you some ideas, something to chew on, to think, could this be a fit for me? Is this something I could fit into my life? Would it meet my goals? If it's a fit for you, awesome. Welcome to the doTERRA family. We're here to support you. If it's not, though, no sweat. Like, no one's going to harass you about it. So just breathe easy on that. So what are we going to cover tonight? Well, let's take a look at our outline. We're going to look at, like, why $500? Why do we focus on this path to $500? Why should someone take a serious look at doTERRA as a company, or like a vehicle to create income, versus other companies or other opportunities or other side gigs out there? What makes this, I think, the best? So I'm going to share my opinion with you on that. We're going to take a look at the actual path to 500. What is the path? How do you go down the path? How do you get to a $500 a month check? And then we're also going to do a sneak peek at what we mean by beyond. Okay, so the path to 500 and beyond. What does that mean? What are some additional possibilities you could consider once you've already reached that $500 a mark? Some people are content there. Some people want to go beyond that. So we're going to take a little sneak peek at that. And then the last thing is if you're like, I'm ready, I want to do this, like help me walk down that path, help me take my first step. What do I do? We're going to go over your first three steps as you head down that path so that you can leave with some action steps, okay? So we're going to get started with this first topic. Actually, we're not. We're not going to jump into the why 500 yet. I'm going to start you off with a question. If you created an extra income stream of $500 a month through doTERRA, telling people about doTERRA, what would you use that money for? In life, with money, when we get extra money, if we don't have a plan for what we're doing, it disappears, doesn't it? Isn't it funny how that happens? It just ends up disappearing. So what would you use that money for? You are welcome to just, you can throw it in the chat if you want to share with us. If you want to just keep it to yourself, that's fine. I just want you to identify it in your mind. There's no right or wrong answers, but it is really important that you look at this path with some purpose and some clarity about what you would be even doing it for and where would that money go. So most of us start with a goal of paying for our own products. That was my first goal. And I'm here to tell you it's an amazing feeling when you are able to get everything you and your family need to be healthy and you know it's covered. Some of you are looking for a little extra income to maybe keep up with the rising cost of living. Hello, I think we're all feeling that. Having some additional cash for groceries, maybe home repairs, a car payment. I mean, we have 2.25 acres and our giant lawnmower just broke. So, that stuff happens. And it's nice to have some extra for things like that. Maybe you need to cover a car payment. Maybe you need that to go towards retirement. $500 a month can make a huge difference for families right now in this economy. Others are thinking a little bit different. They maybe are going beyond that. They want some extra income to plan for their future, or to send kids to college, or to save for their first home, or maybe they're just feeling like stressed about what's coming around the corner, like a job isn't secure, or the retirement plan isn't secure, and they're needing more for that, or maybe you need a vacation fund because that's just something you haven't been able to make, room for in the budget. Or your kids are needing some extra opportunities like summer camp, music lessons, tutoring. Um, Others I've talked to when they come in, it's all about paying off debt. They've got debt. They really want to tackle that debt. They know that that's something so important to do. It haunts them at night. So what do you lay down at night and you think about that stresses you out money-wise? That's usually a clue of like what you need to be focused on when you head down this path, okay? And paying off debt, awesome goal. In fact, doTERRA actually has a free program with guidance called the Free to Give program. It can help you track and celebrate your progress on your journey to becoming debt-free. It's awesome. And it's amazing how much faster the process goes when you have an extra $500 a month or more to throw at it. So if you have your basic needs and expenses covered, but you'd love some extra money to travel or finally do some things on your bucket list, you're in the right place. If you need 500 extra dollars to survive, then you're in the right place. What does that mean to you? That's the question I want to get you started with right now. Okay, so now we're going to tackle that first question of why are we focused on a monthly income of $500 specifically? Well, truthfully, the amount that our advocates earn varies a lot, and you can earn a lot more than that, a lot more, if that's a goal you have. So you can think big if you want to think big, but we emphasize on the path to $500 for some very specific reasons. I'm sure you've noticed, like we mentioned earlier, the cost of living has continued to soar, and families have become more open to additional streams of income. So people are reaching for side gigs like DoorDash, Uber, etc. And today we're living in what's called a gig economy. Now, surveys evaluate that this increased need the surveys are showing that a $500 a month mark is the sweet spot. It makes the biggest difference for families. In fact, 28% of consumers have already worked some kind of side gig to earn this kind of income. And more importantly, 36% of consumers would consider working a side gig if they knew they could get $500 a month. And so we've got doTERRA's products that solve people's problems. They save people money on their health care, and they bring people a lot of enjoyment and peace of mind because they're non-toxic, they're safe, and they work. In other words, when we share them with people who are looking for solutions, they easily say yes to them. They say yes to using doTERRA products. I worked with a couple of people just last week that brought doTERRA into their lives for the first time. It was an easy yes. They had problems they wanted to solve. They saw, like, I really do think this is going to help me, and it is helping them. It's an easy yes. So, in addition to doTERRA's revolutionary products, doTERRA arguably has the best compensation plan in the industry. It's held steady since 2008. Now, while other companies in the industry have closed or reduced their commission payout in recent years, doTERRA has actually chosen to invest even more into their advocates. This year, in fact, this last month, we're at July 1st right now. This last month, June, doTERRA rolled out some amazing enhancements to how they pay us as wellness advocates. And the path to $500 is becoming more streamlined and much easier for people to reach. So, one of the goals with that is they want to help new wellness advocates get money in their pocket faster because that's a need right now. Okay. So, you may have noticed other companies out there, they're changing their comp plan, making it worse for their distributors, or they're dumping their distributors and they're just like going with affiliate marketing or retail marketing, or they've closed altogether. It's really sad. It's really sad. It's made me very worried and sad for some people out there. Maybe you've wondered, well, how stable is doTERRA? Is it going to be, are they going to do that? Or maybe you heard there's some changes and you think, oh no, are they going down that path? No, it's the opposite. We are moving from a place of strength and they're actually investing more into us. And I saw so many people on our team and other teams who are already making more money as of this last month because of the enhancements that they're doing. And this path to 500 is key. So, what I'm telling you, if you're new to looking at this at doTERRA, you are here in the right place and you are here at the right time because we are in a time where there's a window. There's a window of opportunity. And if I could just go in a time machine back to 2012, when I first was considering whether I was going to actually go out there and share doTERRA with people, I was so scared. I was so nervous. I didn't like sales. I thought I didn't like any of that. And I was I was teetering on the fence. I don't know if I'm going to do this. And I actually went to doTERRA's first, or my first convention that year. And I kind of had my eyes open and I realized this product solves people's problems. Um, I knew how I felt when I was introduced to it and I saw them work. I wanted them. And I thought, you know what? People want this. And there's going to be wellness advocates going out there and telling people about it, introducing them to them, and getting this in their homes. doTERRA said, we want to be a household name. We want to have our essential oils and products in every home. That was their goal. And they've done a tremendous job of getting their name out there, but we have a long way to go. I'll share a little bit more about that in a minute. We have a long way to go, but I had an aha. I thought, um, there is money to be made. And in the next couple of decades, I think there's going to be people who do go out there and talk to people and they're going to do well and they're going to make a lot of money. Why not me? Why not me? If people are going to do it, why not me? And so what I've noticed with these new changes is, um, uh, there's a new window. People are going to make a lot of money with this new window. Why not you? You know? So it's just a matter of who wants to do it. Now, give me a second. Oh, there we go. I was getting some background. I just want to make sure I was muting everybody and it was distracting me. Okay, so let's carry on. So we are in this unique time with a large percentage of the population looking for an added $500 or more per month. We have just the right product line. We have just the right commission structure, and it's now improved and easier. And $500 a month covers the product needs that you have for you and your family, and it puts some extra money in your pocket for whatever it is that you thought of or jotted down earlier in our Zoom. Now, some people are really content at that level. They're like, I reached the $500 a month and I'm really happy with my results and I want to stay there. we are so happy to just support you in that. If you are content with that goal, we will teach you how to get there and how to maintain it for years to come. Other people have a desire to go beyond that with a larger income. I set my goal at $1,000 a month, and once I hit that, I expanded my vision and I set a larger goal and I went for it and was able to keep growing. So that was me. Wherever you are is fine. We want to support you, whether it's $500 a month or you want to go beyond. Our advice to you, my advice to you tonight, is to follow the path to $500 first, and then you'll be in a perfect position to decide where you want to go from there. In addition, doTERRA has streamlined their core product focus on foundational wellness supplements. So maybe you've noticed that we've got our amazing oils. We've got amazing foundational wellness supplements, our VMG, our E Omega, our PB Restore. And then we have our foundational oils, our top 12 oils. That's like basically your go-to first line of defense in your home. Now, we focus on education. On our team and across doTERRA, the education is focused on how to make your wellness simple. So wellness is simple with foundational supplements and foundational oils. This is an education strategy that's simple. It's easy to duplicate. It's easy to share with other people. And it encourages incredible, sustainable growth, sales growth, um, sales volume growth, and that means a stable path to a monthly income for you. So we offer online regular wellness made simple workshops on our team. So that allows you to easily just invite people. It helps you get started. You can invite people to those and you can share with friends, family members, coworkers, or anyone you know or meet. We also have all the resources to teach you how to teach your own if you'd like. So I love doing things on Zoom. We really encourage getting together in person as well. But if you're on Zoom, you can share with people in state, out of state, in another country even. It really expands the horizon. There's a big world out there with billions of people, and there's people that have problems that need solutions. So being able to use technology is a really great asset. We do these online because it's easy to access. That's why we do this Zoom online as well. It makes it easy to start sharing because we do the teaching for you, and then you have something that you can jump in on and practice teaching a little bit. So with these workshops, you learn the flow. You learn what we cover, you learn what the products do, and we follow that same basic format each time so that it's really easy to observe and learn it and get the resources. And pretty soon you're teaching others really, really easily. And we encourage you to just come and be a fly on the wall, attend, observe, soak it in, invite people, attend with people that you invite. It's just a great way to get started. Okay, so when someone is considering ways to earn income, it's important to compare different opportunities and companies. So we're going to look at 6 key reasons why so many people have found doTERRA to be the best company to work with to create an additional stream of income. So one thing that has stood out to me is that doTERRA is a science and research company. They take science and research so seriously. They do clinical trials, clinical testing, third-party testing. Universities have done research on our oils independently. There are so many well-respected, highly credible doctors, specialists, and scientists on our scientific advisory council at doTERRA. So you can feel confident. Not only do we have a quality product, but it's backed by research. That means that as a wellness advocate, I have a lot of confidence in offering our products to people. So I want you to know that as you start to share, you have this like well-respected, scientifically sound company to share. And it feels great and it puts you in a place of confidence. Another reason is that doTERRA is a privately held company. This is a big deal because it means that they can keep success of their customers and their advocates at the front of every decision that's being made. They do not need to answer to investors. They don't need to worry about the bottom line for investors that only care about profits. They can stick by their commitments to never compromise on the purity and the quality of the oils and products because of this. Our owners have remained steadfast in their commitment to providing the most tested and the most trusted essential oils and to investing in advocates like us who share their message and serve people one by one, knee to knee, face to face, or on Zoom. We are out there sharing the message and the mission. And so they take really good care of us and they have the financial backing to do that. In a time when we've watched people lose income from struggling companies because they're usually sold out to investors, or they're up to their eyeballs in debt and they can't withstand the economics ups and downs, doTERRA is actually choosing to pay us more. They're choosing to invest in us more. And it just feels really, really comforting to be with a company like that. So another reason that doTERRA is a great company to partner with is that we have an amazing retention rate. Now, when I started, I didn't know what a retention rate was, but I know now, and I am so glad I landed with the company with the best retention rate out there. So, what is a retention rate? It's reorders. So, when you have customers, sorry, I'm sitting outside. It's so nice. I had to, and there's a plane flying overhead. So, forgive me for that. I took a risk. It'll be gone in a second. So, a retention rate is how often are your customers reordering? In other words, how much sales volume rolls in each month without you having to go out and get new business. So the average retention rate in the direct selling industry is between 13 and 20%. So what makes doTERRA different? Our retention rate is 65%, and it has held that way since 2008. Now that's based on quarterly orders, and most companies most customers are ordering monthly because of our amazing rewards program. And so if you look at it annually, our retention rate is even greater. It's 73%. That incredibly high retention rate tells us three things. One, people love the products and they keep using them and they keep buying them. Two, people love the rewards program because they love being rewarded for purchasing monthly. Three, people are feeling better when they use our doTERRA products because if their problems are being sold and they are solved and they feel good, they want to keep using them. There are a few things that doTERRA does exceptionally well that I want to spotlight. Number one, they have two tracks, wholesale customer and a wellness advocate track. We all shop at the same discount, but one can earn money and one is just a customer shopping at a discount. 91% of the open accounts are customer accounts, wholesale customer accounts. That means that the majority of those who are ordering every month are simply ordering because the products are amazing and they love them. They're not ordering because they're just part of a business opportunity. That is so important for stability. And then number two, doTERRA's rewards program is highly effective. They give both customers and advocates a percentage back on every order they place through that program. We get them as points. You've probably done that already, and then you can cash it out for free product. So customers love getting the kickback when they purchase everything that they need, and then they can redeem those points later, and it feels like a reward, and they get all these other perks like the product of the month and free shipping, things like that. There's bundles. They can save extra if they order certain bundles that are only available through the rewards order. But the benefit to us as advocates is that when people are ordering on the rewards program, that helps to keep their costs down, but it helps to keep our customer base and our retention rate nice and steady and high. So doTERRA's retention is not a fluke. It has been steady for the entire life of the company, and their products are reliable. Products help people's health, and their products prompt people to share with others. So many naturally share. So the message continues to grow, and that continues to help your path to your monthly income, your $500 or beyond, grow stronger. Okay, well, another reason is doTERRA has been in the business since 2008, and they grew into a $1 billion company in their first 7 years. Now, that same growth rate, it's so impressive. That is an impressive growth rate. In fact, it's so impressive. You may recognize another company that had this same growth rate in their first 7 years. You may have heard of a company called Apple. We have this, doTERRA has the same growth rate as Apple. Today, doTERRA is a $2.5 billion debt-free company, which has postured them to be an incredibly stable company. Now, there are 10 million customers globally, and you as an advocate can choose to have customers and advocates under you from anywhere in the world. You can actually grow a global business, which is super cool. I never even expanded my mind to that when I was just sharing in my little my town where I started. And today I don't even remember how many countries. We have a map. You can look at the map and see how many, like all over the world. it's pretty amazing how that message spreads because it's helping people to live better and feel better. Now, you might be wondering, well, how many advocates and customers are there out there already? Am I too late to the game? Does everybody already have doTERRA? And it's going to be really hard to find people. In the US population, we are at a 2.5 saturation rate. 2.5%, sorry, percent. 2.5% of people in the US have doTERRA. That is what, 96 point, no, 97.5% that still need to be introduced. And globally, it's way more open than that. So we've saved the best for last. I can't tell you how awesome it is to get paid for doing something that truly helps people and lifts them up. I love sharing these products because it's amazing to be able to play a role in helping someone feel and live better. As advocates, we get to be like a helpful friend that simply points people to resources, tools, education, and then they can discover natural solutions for their own wellness goals. Sometimes people will help with a small minor issue, and sometimes they find a solution for something that literally changes their life. Not only do we get to see our customers have success in their wellness, but we get to make a big impact on people in developing parts of the world who benefit greatly as the growers who grow the plants that give us our products. The business that we do, the sharing that we do, and people are using the product actually is lifting our growers out of poverty through doTERRA's co-impact sourcing initiative and through their Healing Hands Foundation. Every time someone starts using a doTERRA essential oil, people are lifted up on what we call both sides of the bottle. And it feels really great to be able to earn income through doing such meaningful work. All right, we're going to switch gears now, and I'm going to show you what the actual path to $500 a month looks like. So doTERRA pays their advocates through 4 different types of commission, and you can earn from one or multiple of these commission types at the same time. There's a power of 3 bonus. There's something called fast start commission. There's something called unilevel commission or the unilevel bonus. And then there's pools. These are profit pools. The advocates who grow to leadership ranks can get like a piece of the pie across the whole market growth in the company each month. So we're not even going to look at the second 2 today because you can actually create a $500 a month income stream through just these first 2. In fact, you can actually earn $500 a month with just the power of 3 bonus. But fast start will happen as you go, and they happen kind of together anyway, and you can reach that path faster. So if you incorporate both. So we're gonna look at both of them. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a brief explanation of how the power of 3 bonus works. Now, we're gonna get into the weeds a little bit. Just bear with me. If something confuses you, don't sweat it. This is just for you to have an observation. We're gonna do a flyover. And if you just kind of grasp a general concept, that's all I'm going for tonight. Don't feel like you have to understand all the details. I just want you to see it. I want you to observe it and go, oh, that's kind of cool. And then if you're on this path, your mentor is going to help you every step of the way to understand the nuances of it. Okay? So there are 3 different levels in the power of 3 that you can earn. But we only need to focus on 2 of the levels to reach the $500 a month goal. So we're going to narrow in on those. Okay, so I've narrowed in on those 2 levels. On the left column, the very left side, you're going to see where it says level 1, $50, and level 2, $250. This is what we call your base power of 3 bonus, okay? Your base, that's just like a bricks that you're laying. Those are bonuses that you will earn every month when you create a simple structure with the people you've shared doTERRA with. Okay, 1 second. I just lost my place on the notes and I want to give you accurate numbers. Okay, I don't know what I did. My notes just went whoosh. Give me a second. There we go. Now I'm back too far. Okay, so there we go. Now, on the middle of the screen, okay, middle of the screen, you see where it says 50, and then in the next column it says 50, and it says 250. Okay, these are called boosts. They are bonuses that you stack on top of the base pay. The boosts are awarded when you personally help a few people order their doTERRA products through the rewards program each year. So, for example, when there is a total of 400 product value, or what we abbreviated as PV, being ordered through rewards orders by people that you've enrolled in the last year, you're going to qualify for that first boost, which is an extra $50 a month. So let's just look at a basic example. If you shared just the foundational wellness bundle, that's our 3 core nutritional supplements, with just 4 people who ordered those every month, because when people use those, they fall in love with them. They're gonna order them on rewards because it's gonna save them money. It's kind of a no-brainer for them. Okay, so they start ordering them on rewards each month. You would have actually earned that boost for an entire year, $50 a month extra on top. So I recently received a text from someone that said this: I am loving my VMG. That's our hero core product of our foundational wellness. It's convenient and it tastes so delicious. I'm only on day 4, but I already feel less inflammation in my joints. Okay, when someone has that kind of results, which we see all the time, they're like gonna order it the next month. And we're gonna say, do it on rewards. You're gonna get points back. It's gonna save you money. No brainer. See how easy that is? We hear that all the time. And sharing these consumable foundational products is an easy way to lead people into a monthly rewards order. So now on the right side of the chart, what you see the 100 and the 500, that's like the total, if you're adding the base plus the boost, what you would earn, okay? It's like a little, just a basic addition problem. $50 plus $50 equals 100 across that first line. 250 plus 50 would be 300, or 250 plus 250 if you get to the second boost is $500. Following me so far? So that might sound a little confusing at first. It's actually really simple, but just like learning the rules of a new card game or a board game, with a little bit of repetition, I promise it will make total perfect sense as you're actually like playing the game. So just think of it that way, and give yourself a lot of grace as you're digesting this. And this is a simple overview. So we're going to now look at fast start. That was that second way that you get paid commission. And this will help you to get to the $500 a month even faster. So if I go back to this slide, see how you could actually get to $500 a month just with the first 2 levels of Power of 3, earning a 250 base and a 250 bonus, or excuse me, boost, $500 a month. But as you're actually sharing with people and they're setting up their accounts and ordering, you will be paid faster on that as well. So we have to look at that, and it will speed it up. Okay. So fast start is money you earn when someone first enrolls through you. Now, with someone's first order through your link, it automatically enrolls them with a wholesale account for free. So enrolling means selling them on their first order. And then now their account is set up with you listed as their enroller. So every time they order, the commission's going to route through you. But their very first order, and any order they place within their first 2 months of having that account, is special because you get paid fast start commission only in that time on their orders. Their first order will create a 20% commission check, a fast start commission check to you as the enroller. 20% of their product value goes in your pocket as a fast start check. Okay. And then that's going to happen their second month too, because that's in their first 60 days. And then it will roll into a different kind of commission that we're not going to cover on this call tonight. It gets a little bit more complex. So when you're starting to share doTERRA with others to build your Power of 3 base and your boosts, you're simultaneously going to also be bringing in fast start commission, since they're also new wholesale customers to you. Make sense? So you're earning both. The really cool thing about fast start is that if you enroll someone who wants to be an advocate, you will get paid 10% fast start on any orders from people they share with and enroll. Okay, so if you enrolled someone and then they shared with their friend and their friend enrolled, they get the 20%, but you're going to get 10%. And it even goes one level deeper, because you'll also earn 5% on those new customer orders if it goes a third level. So what that means is you're going to be paid fast start while you're building out your base of Power 3 bonuses, and any advocates that you're bringing on your team, when they're building out theirs, you're going to be getting extra fast start from the people they're sharing with, even if you've never met those people, which is very cool. So let's run an example. I think, oops, there was my slide. for that. I was a little delayed there. Let's run an example of what someone could do to create their $500 a month earnings in just 3 months. Okay, don't like this is one example. There's a lot of variety of this. It's like we're going to play the board game and I'm going to play a little game in front of you of like one way someone could win at this, okay? For the sake of simplicity, we're going to look at sharing the example or the example of sharing foundational wellness products. Like everybody's buying that, okay? Now that's not reality. A lot of people do start with that. Not everybody will, and you don't have to build that way, but that way the numbers is it's going to be uniform and it'll be really easy for me to show you the math. Got it. So this is just a sample. Again, if it overwhelms you, don't worry, you'll get it with repetition. Okay, so here's our example. We're going to call the top person Tina. Tina loves to order foundational wellness products and maybe a few other things here and there for her own targeted needs. She orders on the monthly rewards program. Ordering that way earns her a lot of points back. She gets to spend on future orders, but it also qualifies her to earn commissions as a wellness advocate. Now, Tina would like to create an extra $500 a month so she can pay for her products and she can also put a little bit of money aside each month for a family trip. The path to $500 is a perfect way to do this because she already loves telling people about the products that are helping her so much. So, first month, month one, Tina shares about the foundational wellness products with a few friends and some family members. And she ends up helping four people with the help of her upline supporting her. She helps four people to start ordering the foundational wellness products as well on a rewards order. So let's see what Tina earned on month one. Since each of these four enrolled that month, she's going to get paid $25 in Fast Start commission on each of those enrollments orders. That's her 20% commission on those orders. That's going to give her $100 total of Fast Start commission. She can't earn any Power of Three money yet because people's rewards orders don't kick in until month two. And that's when you can start earning those Power of Threes because that's based on rewards. But she's got this awesome Fast Start check month one. Okay, so now we're going to move to month. Well, actually, we're not yet. I got to share one more point with you. So Tina actually does something really smart. Not only does she introduce them to foundational wellness, she also shares with them the path to $500, and three of them decide they're interested in that as well. So Janet would also love to get her products paid for because she's on a tight budget. Michael has been looking for a way to cover some increased expenses. And Nicole, let's say she's excited to bump up her family grocery budget. Okay. They have a little more breathing room. So Tina teaches each of the three out of the four to share with other people, just like she did. And they each introduce four people to ordering foundational wellness products on rewards as well. So now we're looking at month two. In addition, Tina continues to share and tell people about the products. And she has three more people that come on and order foundational products on rewards. I mean, honestly, she could have done this with a couple of meetings or one or two workshops or inviting them to a team workshop. It's not that much to share with this many people. With her mentor's guidance, she can later decide where she's going to place those new customers that she brought in her organization. But with just three more customers, she's able to greatly increase her earnings by just month two. So let's look at how she did this. Since her month one members are now ordering on rewards, in month two, she earned her $50 base and her $50 boost for a total of $100 through the Power of Three bonus in month two. She also earned an additional $325 in Fast Start. This is because she's still being paid Fast Start on the second orders from those very first people she brought in last month. 25% on her new three enrollment orders and 10% on people that Janet, Michael, and Nicole enrolled. Okay. That is a total, that Fast Start, that 325 Fast Start and 100 of Power of Three is $425 in month two. Now, she hasn't quite made it to $500 a month yet, but she's close and it's only been 2 months. So, month three, she's finally able to reach her goal of $500 a month. Even if she only shared with one more person this month, she shared the products, the foundational wellness products with one more person who ordered this month. The reason she hits $500 this month is because all the previous enrolled people are now ordering on rewards. She achieved her power of three base of 250 this month because it grew, and her power of three boost that earned her $250 or $250 this month. That means her power of three alone hit that $500 a month. She's now reached the end of her path to $500 just through the power of three. Plus, fast start happened along the way though. So we are going to take a look at what she actually did order there. She got some additional fast start on her new enrollment she had this month and on Janet, Michael, and Nicole's customers because they're still ordering within their first 60 days. That means she earned at least an additional $175 for a total. I don't have this on the slide, but her actual total this month is $625. So let's summarize this. By introducing just 8 people to doTERRA products and doTERRA rewards and showing 3 of them how to start on their own path to $500, she created a new income stream of $500 or more for her family in just 3 months. After month 3, we strongly encourage you to enroll just an average of 1 person each month. It's not required. You can still earn your $500 a month, but I do recommend it because it's going to give you a stronger path to 500, a stronger 500. It'll give you some extra volume and some wiggle room in case anything fluctuates year after year. So what if you wanted to share other products with people, not just foundational wellness? Well, it totally can work. Someone might want to order like the Serenity Sleep System or products to help with pain, or maybe they want foundational oils or a healthy foundation kit to get started with both supplements and oils. Awesome option for people. It's fine. It's just the math is a little bit, some are higher, some are lower. So I showed you just the example just with the one product order to make it a little easier to see the path. Got it? So if people are ordering smaller amounts than what we looked at, you just need to enroll a few more people to earn those bonuses. If you have customers who order more, which is not uncommon, it's pretty frequent, happens pretty frequently, then you may achieve those bonuses with even fewer people. So there's a lot of ways to reach these bonuses. The main thing is to be willing to help people out and point them to products that will benefit them. You're going to have a team of mentors and leaders to help you structure your path to $500 and help you along the way to go, okay, this is what you should focus on next. And I promise you're not left alone. You have guidance and it's very helpful. Okay, I have actually a worksheet for you that you can use each month along this path. And I'm going to share the link in the chat. I created this for my team, and you are welcome to use this. You're welcome to share it. I don't care if you're on another team or let me get to the chat here. I keep getting blocked out of it. Give me 1 second here. I got to get the chat open back up. I don't know why Zoom's being weird. Oh, there it is. It was hiding in a new place. Here's the link to this. It's a folder. And then in there, you'll see this worksheet. And then you'll see a short, like a 2-minute tutorial I did that explains how to use this worksheet. So you can use this and it will guide you through your steps towards your $500. Okay. Now I told you we'd give a sneak peek at the beyond $500 option. Some people are super satisfied to continue earning at that $500 a mark. Totally fine. Others are like, I could go farther. I'd like to go farther. I have bigger goals, bigger financial needs. And maybe they even want a full-time replacement income. That ended up appealing to me, and that's what I went for, and that's what I did. So glad I did that. It's been such a blessing. Whatever your goal is awesome. There's a lot of options. So let's take a quick peek at going beyond 500. So for those who are interested in this, I would invite you to think about a continuation strategy called the path to 2000. This level of earning is also possible with just the power of 3 and fast start bonuses, believe it or not. Can you believe that? You literally can get there pretty simply with just those two. I'm not going to give you an example for the sake of time, but just know that that's possible. If you continue to share, enroll, and share the path to $500 with some of the people, we'll share it with everyone, but some of them will say yes to it, then you can grow additional earnings that come from the other 2 types of commission as well. Remember, we had the unilevel and the pools. This is when advocates truly begin to see a significant residual income that exponentially grows through multiplication. So as you're journeying along your path to $500 or even $2,000 or beyond, a really fun thing is occurring along the way. the ordering volume that you bring in will automatically help you achieve certain ranks in doTERRA. And those ranks have access to additional incomes. So, by helping more people reach their own $500 a month, you can actually continue to promote to higher ranks and your income can increase quite a bit. This chart, I'm going to show you a chart, is taken from doTERRA's build guide and it has the average income paid out per rank. And it varies person to person. And usually when you hit a new rank, you're going to typically be below the average. But as you hit it month after month, what I normally see is people work their way into that average and go beyond before they tip into the next rank, if that makes sense. So these are actually averages based on what they report out there, legally, officially, IRS reporting. So they take that across a year, they average it on all the payouts per rank, and that's how we get this chart. So you might be looking at these and wondering how many people actually reach those levels. Well, I'm just going to give you an idea because I needed a picture of this. I went to a different presentation for a different company once because a friend was in it and I went to support them. And I was a Blue Diamond in doTERRA already. And they had ranks with similar names. They had blue diamonds. They had a blue diamond coming to speak. And then that top rank is Presidential Diamond. You know what they said? They'd been in business for over 20 years. And they said, we haven't had anybody reach Presidential Diamond yet, but we know we're getting close. And I thought, what? They don't have a single person that's reached their top rank? And they've been in business for decades. This is not good. So that company no longer exists, by the way. I won't say what it is, but it was eye-opening because at doTERRA we're very different. So did you know that in doTERRA, just at the diamond level alone, there are over 1,000 people at that level? Just on our team alone, I will share our stats. 95 people have reached the rank of silver, 50 have reached gold or platinum ranks, 11 have reached diamond, 3 have reached blue diamond, and we have many directly above us who have reached presidential diamond and even gone beyond that because you can actually double and triple. So we're about to wrap up, but I do want to end with some action steps. Remember, I said if you're ready to go down your path of 500, what are the first steps to take? I'm going to give you a couple of tips and a couple of steps. So the first is very important. You need to reach out to your enroller. If I'm your enroller, please reach out to me. If your enroller is someone else, please reach out to them. If they are not active in doTERRA and helping to lead people, then you go upline further and you find out, well, who's their enroller and who's their enroller, who is active in supporting a team. So whoever you consider your nearest upline advocate who can support and lead you, tell them you'd like them to help you start on your path to $500. They don't know that you are in need of their support if you don't tell them what you want to do. And we don't like to be overbearing on people that aren't interested. So please communicate to them because they're there to help you. They're there to mentor you and support you as your leader. But they need to know that you're wanting that support. So reach out to them and connect with them and let them know what you're interested in. Second step, print out the path to $500 worksheet. Is that link I sent? I just realized I have a second link in here. I think, oh, I didn't send the right. Did I send the right link? Oh yeah, I think I did. Somebody click that link. If it's not working, tell me, because now I'm confusing myself on which link. Actually, I'll put the second one in just in case. Give me a second. I gotta manage this chat simultaneously while speaking, and sometimes I can't click and type and talk at the same time. There. Oh yeah. Okay. The first one was to my team, our team website. Sorry. The second one goes to the worksheet folder. So print that out and start using it with just pen and paper. Start working on your ideas of, well, who are you going to share doTERRA with? And what are you going to invite them to so that they can learn? All right. Sharing can look like offering a sample, hosting a small gathering around your kitchen table and showing them the products. If you're brand new, you can have your upline do the teaching. If they live far away, put them on Zoom, let them do it that way. Or just jump in and do it yourself. You can host a Zoom and invite people to learn there. You can invite them to a team workshop. You can host your own. They're pretty simple. It's not hard. Do it scared. Do it imperfectly. Imperfect action brings success. Do not get stuck in perfectionism. That's my advice to you. You can share on social media, see, there's lots of ways to let people know that you have solutions for their needs. Okay, so the third tip I'm going to give you, the third thing to do is to plug into team support. All right. If you are on my team, we have our business training online every Monday night. The first Monday of the month is doTERRA's Empowered Success Training. Then we do a Monday meetup every Monday. If you are with another team, then find out when they do team support. Do they have Facebook groups? Do they have trainings, Zooms? Definitely get on Empowered Success. You're just going to want to plug in to whatever support you have access to you. And for those on my team, I want to let you know these are our next wellness workshops, our Wellness Made Simple workshops coming up in July. Make sure you're inviting people to them, or host your own. You don't even have to have slides. Get on and just share. Okay, get on Zoom and share, or gather people around your kitchen. And that's going to get you into action. You can't go down the path without getting into some action, but do it imperfectly and you can figure it out along the way. That's what I did. It was the biggest blessing of my life that I just dived in and I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm going to keep doing that. I'm just going to keep sharing with people. So thank you so much for coming on tonight and learning about the path to $500. I will get the replay of this posted. Just go back to Facebook wherever you saw it promoted, and I'll make sure to get it in the comments there. And I'm really excited that you're on this journey and that we can go down this journey and be on the path together. So everyone have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for joining.